There was a time where I was really into downsizing my luxury collection. Especially after watching a lot of videos about minimalism, I was really motivated to streamline my handbag collection to only those few pieces that I use the most. And to be fair, I haven't had any dire seller's remorse with a lot of the designer handbags I've sold, especially the two Chanel boy bags. In fact, I'm no longer interested in any Chanel boy bags because I just find them to be too boxy. The only bag I kind of wish I didn't sell is the Louis Vuitton Montaigne MM in the black Emprunt leather. Louis Vuitton has actually discontinued this line, and the closest thing I can find now is the Louis Vuitton Palais. It's a bit disappointing, to be honest, because the Louis Vuitton Montaigne MM was a workhorse for me. The size was perfect because it wasn't bulky at all, but it can fit so much. Plus, it just looked so elegant and versatile. That said, all in all, I haven't had many regrets with my curation process. But now that I've done the heavy lifting, I'm fascinated to see how things can change and how it impacts the way I use my bags. I hope this video will be helpful because I know many of you are interested in building a luxury collection mindfully. And I want to talk about why you might not want to rush into selling everything only to have to repurchase them later at a higher price. For example, after years of hibernation, this Louis Vuitton Totally MM has once again become one of my most used luxury handbags. About 9 years ago, I used this bag all the time. This was actually my university bag when I was doing my master degree. I also used this bag as my diaper bag when my little boy was a lot younger and I had to carry things like diapers, snacks, and a change of clothes. But as he grew older, the things I had to carry became less and less, and so I started gravitating towards smaller handbags. At one point, I completely stopped using this bag, and I really thought it was time to let it go. However, this year we've been traveling a lot, and what do you know? This bag now comes in really handy as my weekend bag. To be honest, even though I did consider selling this bag, this Totally MM has always been one of my best Louis Vuitton purchases because this is truly the perfect tote bag. I'll never stop raving about the zipper, which is fantastic for security reasons, especially in crowded places. The durable Louis Vuitton canvas and these lovely pockets on the outside. The only small concern I had about this bag was that the damier ebene canvas might be a bit loud, but overall, the whole idea about selling it was because I thought it wasn't useful for my lifestyle anymore. But here's the thing. Life is all about changes. I mean, just in the last 2 years, my life has gone through so many different phases. So I really don't believe you have to cut your life and your things to the bone. If anything, allowing some room for potential changes can be more sustainable in the long run because you're not constantly buying, then selling, then buying. In this case, this Louis Vuitton Totally MM is my only luxury tote bag, and I'm glad I still have this in my collection, especially because this is such a practical and durable handbag. Before I move on to the next luxury handbag I've been using a lot lately, I want to say a massive thank you to our amazing sponsor for this video, which is Idol. Now, compared to my designer handbags, I actually wear my diamond pieces way more, especially these dainty earrings from Idol. What I especially adore about the designs are the versatility and the wearability. As you can see, their diamond studs are simple, timeless, and sparkly, but you can easily elevate these everyday jewelry by simply adding the add-on element. This one is June, and need I say more? This is so delicate and feminine, but also totally one of a kind. And if you want even more sparkle, the jewels would be perfect for you. The diamond pavé really adds to the feel of luxury without being over the top as an everyday piece. The Estelle features a marquise diamond, which has so much character, and I really enjoy the small but sharp contrast between the two diamond shapes. If you're into sustainable fine jewelry, Idol is the perfect place to look. They only feature lab-grown diamonds, which are just as sparkly, and they only cost a fraction of the price compared to my diamonds. I think you'll really enjoy their amazing pieces. Moving on, another luxury bag I've been using a lot is this Louis Vuitton Palm Spring mini backpack. This is my favorite travel day bag. I used to alternate this bag with the Balenciaga Mini City, but since their very questionable marketing campaign in 2022, I haven't been using it. So now this Louis Vuitton is almost always my go-to bag when I travel. I like that this is really small, but it can fit all my essentials. It also comes with a top handle and a shoulder strap, so I can wear this bag in a few different ways. And of course, the Louis Vuitton canvas is very durable. Occasionally, I'll use my Chanel mini flap as my travel day bag, but this doesn't fit as much as the Louis Vuitton mini backpack. So usually I only use this when I travel within the country. I like that this is in pattern leather, so it's not too high maintenance. And the black color is just so easy to pair with any outfits. As a family, we're hoping to travel more, especially because my little boy is growing up fast. So recently, I have been researching for another travel day bag. Now, I don't only travel with designer bags, so this is not a desperate need, but it's just something I might be interested in acquiring later. So I'm looking for something that's compact, durable and practical. I also don't fancy something with an open top for security reasons. So ideally, I want something that's quite easy to open and close. Please let me know if you have any suggestions, because so far I haven't come across anything that ticks all the boxes. I really like the Laurel piano, but I don't think it will fit everything I need. The Loewe mini hammock is lovely. In fact, I've been eyeing on it for quite some time, but it does come with an open top. Now I should clarify that this video is not all about Louis Vuitton, but Louis Vuitton seems to be the one brand that offers a lot of practical small bags. For example, the Louis Vuitton Boulogne, the Mini Matisse, the on-the-go East West, and even the multi-pocket accessory in the Emprunt leather. But so far, nothing really stands out as the perfect travel day bag for me. So if you have any recommendations, I'll really appreciate it. When I'm not traveling, this Hermès Birkin 25 is my favorite bag. I find this size to be so perfect because visually it's small enough to be really versatile for both day and night. But it's also really practical in terms of how much it can fit. This is why I'm always very attracted to bags in similar sizes. For example, the Dior Book Tote in the size small, the Hermès Depot 25, the Louis Vuitton On-the-Go PM, and the Fendi Mini Peekaboo. In fact, I really wish Hermès would come out with a garden party in the size 25 because currently their smaller size is the size 30. You might notice all these bags have an open top, which is a feature I personally quite enjoy when I'm not traveling. This is why I think how we define the perfect handbag really depends on the context and our lifestyle. For example, in my everyday life, I don't really use public transport, so an open top is great for access rather than a security issue. I also don't have any young children, so I don't always look for a handbag with a shoulder strap. In fact, I actually really enjoy carrying my handbags using the top handles, even when they do come with a shoulder strap. But if your circumstances are different, I can see why this bag might not be as appealing for you. I personally love the Hermès Birkin 25, and this is one of the few bags that I've never thought about selling, even during the time when I was really into downsizing and decluttering. In the last 12 months or so, I've been reaching for this Atelier's August bag a lot. I'm actually surprised that I enjoy this bag as much as I do because for a long time, I wasn't crazy about flat bags, which is why I don't use my Chanel Classic Double Flap a lot, but I like to grab this bag whenever I want to look a bit more low-key because I feel like this bag and this brand are not as saturated on the market compared to certain mainstream luxury brands. So if I have to attend a parents' meeting or a work event, this bag is often my bag of choice. I want to say Atelier Auguste is a contemporary luxury brand, so the price point is relatively lower. But the craftsmanship is just so lovely. Even though the design of this bag is quite simple, you can just tell every corner of the bag has been so beautifully crafted. Back then, when I was doing a lot of downsizing videos, I would get questions from viewers asking how much they should downsize and let go of. The way I see it, you should absolutely remove anything that you do not enjoy using. For example, I did not get any joy from using my Chanel boy bags, so I didn't even care about the price increases. In fact, when I sold them, I had such a sense of relief. But once the main curation work has been done, it's okay to let go of the bricks slightly and allow some room for life changes. I think it's really important to honor your season, but that doesn't mean you must throw out everything else just because you currently don't use them. This is why I don't obsess with the idea of building a true minimalist collection or a capsule wardrobe. This is not an excuse to accumulate clutter. I, for one, really value the sense of mobility because I don't want to be tied down by a massive luxury collection. But I'm now more ready to embrace what I have and not rush into selling just for selling. And that's it from me today. Thank you so much for being here. Take care and I'll see you next time.